Hi, welcome back. I'm Michelle Lee of the Sophia Mystery School, your personal and spiritual evolution mentor. And I'm here to talk to you a little more about becoming 5D. And as you may remember, there are three foundational pillars or aspects to raising your vibration to become fifth dimensional. We hear a lot about the ascension process. We hear about Earth becoming fifth dimensional, but it's up to us to become a fifth dimensional match so that we can be our fifth dimensional selves. So those three foundational pieces are to embody your divine power and wholeness through integrating your shadow, and also to embody unity or oneness consciousness by healing the four core wounds. And finally, to embody personal sovereignty through declarative prayer and ritual. And so in today's video, we're focusing on the pillar of personal sovereignty, which is declarative prayer and ritual. The declarative prayer is, many times we use affirmations or prayers to shift our consciousness and to change our beliefs. But what is even more powerful than that is catching our beliefs in the moment. Because when we react to something, we react emotionally, which sends out the ripples of a declarative prayer. We're sending out a frequency. So today we're talking about being sovereign from outside circumstances. We have been taught from childhood that, oh, it's a sunny day, I'm happy. It's raining today, the weather is crappy, I'm sad, I feel lethargic, or this thing happened and I'm devastated, I feel so sad. So our emotions are directly related to what's happening around us in the outside world. And understanding that there is no out there, right? That the world that we see is based on how we feel in inward. So when we see something and we react emotionally, we react to that thing, we're not pulled out of our peace, but we give up our peace and our harmony based on the thing that just happened. That's not being sovereign. Sovereignty requires us to be in the world, but not of it, right? I am unmoved by the circumstance in front of me. Not that I'm cold or I'm not compassionate or not understanding of what's going on. I can have compassion without suffering. So every word and thought is a prayer. Therefore, when you react to a circumstance with resistance or disapproval, you have lowered your vibration. That's why we want to practice radical approval, pure non-resistance. I'm sure you've heard the saying that what you resist persists. So we tend to resist the things we don't like in the world, which only supports that we're going to have more and more of it, right? It's like, oh, I don't like that. I don't want to look at that. I feel icky within me. So on this planet, on this 3D planet Earth, the reason why we incarnated here was to experience all of it, everything. Everything belongs on this planet. So when we start to practice radical approval, right? I'm willing to approve of this thing. I'm willing to approve of what's out there. Because this is a place of duality. We chose to be here to have the experience of duality, to be dual. So all of that is always going to exist. It's the way planet Earth was set up. So there's no sense in ruining your peace, your joy, your harmony by resisting anything. So let's use an example. If seeing dog poop in the park, somebody let their dog poop and they didn't pick it up, sends you into anger and judgment, then you're not being sovereign, right? If you see dog poop And it triggers something. That's a good opportunity for you to release that belief. Recognize, oh, what belief do I have? That my happiness depends on somebody else being responsible for their dog, or my happiness depends on other people behaving the way I think they should behave, or behaving the way I would behave, right? That's such a great justification I hear from so many people. Well, I clean up my dog poop when my dog poops in public, everybody else should. But the bottom line is how you're feeling in the moment. I'm having a peaceful, harmonious day. I see dog poop on the ground. Somebody didn't pick up the dog poop. On a sudden, whoosh, I'm angry. I'm resistant. I'm judgmental. I just left peace. I'm no longer sovereign because my happiness, my harmony depends on somebody else's activities. So what does a fifth dimensional being do in the moment? Is you accept it, bless it. A dog was there that got to enjoy the park, right? You're sharing, what good can you find in it? What good can you find in it? Number one. Number two, do you have the means to pick it up? Do you have a bag? Do you pick it up? Oneness consciousness is that what you do for another, you do for yourself. What you withhold from others, you withhold from yourself. So if you're not going to pick up the dog poop because it's not your dog poop, and you're going to have judgment instead of grace, that's what you're doing to yourself too. You're having judgment against yourself. You're not having grace. The truth is, you don't know the circumstances under which that poo was left. How many times can I say dog poop in one video, right? Oh my gosh, you don't know the circumstances. So if you're being a fifth dimensional person, which understands that you are divine and that you are sovereign and that you are one, that this is your park, and in order for you to enjoy the park, you don't want dog poo there. You clean it up and pick it up because you're responsible for your happiness and your joy. So it's radical approval. So I invite you now to look around for the next 24 hours. So look around you and notice what you might judge as it shouldn't be. Do you walk into a store and it's not as clean as you want it to be, and you go into judgment? Oh, this is a dirty store. I don't want to be here. Or can you go, oh, this belongs to, this is the duality, right? Do you walk into a restaurant and you're not immediately recognized or acknowledged, and so your stories start going, I'm a customer, I should be acknowledged more quickly, the service is bad? How can you shift that into radical approval and being your source of peace, joy, and harmony? So I invite you, practice this radical approval. Catch yourself in the judgment, turn it around. This is one aspect of being sovereign. We think sovereign is only on these big aspects, like, am I sovereign over my body? Can I get the medical care I desire, or has it been made unlawful? Can I consume the food I want, or is that unlawful? Do I want to take vaccines or not vaccines? That's what we equate sovereignty with. But honestly, those are sovereign topics too, but it's even the small things that you are faced with each and every moment of every day. That kind of sovereignty that you have control over constantly, and practicing that is going to raise your vibration, because you're not constantly dropping your vibration out of judging something as being wrong or not belonging. All right, everyone, I hope this supports you in accessing your fifth dimensional self and becoming more sovereign. I will see you next time. Bye for now. Remember to hit the like button and subscribe. Bye for now.